I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time. My father was, it's in my blood. My father's Jewish, my mother is Christian, so I can smell when they're leaving money on the table. And I've been in marketing and online since '98. I've networked and friends with some of the biggest guys out there. And if you've got a 6-7 figure business and you want to get it up there higher, if you want to 4x your local business or even a national business, there are certain things you can do. I have seen international businesses do the worst, make the worst mistakes. It's almost silly what they do, but it's all about, first you have to have money to invest in your business. The first mistake everybody makes, and bear with me, it's just a couple minutes, is they put all their money into opening the business and then no money to grow it. So you have to think of your business as a baby and you have to feed this baby and, keep it warm and give it shelter and food, and it's going to cry and be upset, and it's not going to be the easy cash cow everybody thinks. Not till they're 18, right? But, probably till they're 5, or if you're smart, until they're 2. But the first couple of years, you need to not expect the baby to start providing income for you to live your life. So you need money for you to live your life, and you need money to feed the baby. It is like a child. A new business is like a child. You have to have a home, right? The baby doesn't go out and make money to pay for your rent and everything you need. So you have to get the baby up and on its feet and walking. And then the second thing is you need to build your list. And building your list used to meant, back in the day, building your email list, your email database, your list of not only customers, but prospects. That's where a lot of people, especially e-commerce shops, screw up, is that they only deal with customers. And that's great, but there's a whole bunch of prospects out there as well. But there's also now your SMS list for text marketing. And there's also your email, SMS, and social media. Your social media followers. And that's the best because they follow you. The thing is, the algorithms don't really show you unless they engage with you. And that's where making groups and interactive things are important. Because they don't show your business page in anyone's search results anymore. So how do you get this list? Well, you get this by being social, but that takes a lot of time and effort. You get this by running ads, or you get this by Google sending visitors to you, because that's what Google does. Google is a search engine and they show results. The thing is, you want to be in the top 3 results. You really want to be the number 1 result, and you and everyone else on the planet. So that's why they started letting people advertise, so they can skip that line if they don't have the SEO, the search engine optimization, to be number 1. But if you want to try and do that, I can help you advertise. But for SEO, for local businesses, it's based on the SEO, the keywords of your website, and it's based on your reviews, how many 5-star reviews, and the keywords in your profile, even the keywords that people say in the review. So if you're an emergency plumber and you have a bunch of reviews and your website and your Google Maps listing all says emergency plumber, then it puts it together and it shows it, assuming that they are close. Since they track everything now, including the phone, they know how close you are. So you get traffic, you buy traffic, you don't just buy it, and it's not like the days of newspaper ads where you have to run an ad in the newspaper and get customers, which never really happened that way anyway. And then if you wanted more customers, you had to run an ad again. Ideally, you get them to your website from Google or from ads, and then you get their email address or their text or a social follow and say, so you can do marketing. So advertising is paying for that. Marketing is talking to your followers and getting them to come in. And once they do come in, then they get moved into a customer list. The thing is, though, a lot of people miss it when they call. I've seen a share of my clients even, who don't answer the phone all the time because they're busy, they're selling, they're with clients. That's where AI can come in, not only help with the socials and the SEO, but it can help never make sure you lose a lead, because once a lead is gone, they're not going to come back, right? You need, especially if you've paid to get them to your site, you absolutely must get their info so you can follow up with them. And also allow people to chat how they want. Everybody wants to push, for a consultation, and it's like, I don't want to commit. I just have some questions. And that's where having, web chat connected to AI that is trained specifically on your business is really good. Or text us or call us or, whatever, or email us, let them communicate the way they want to communicate. You should connect your social media to your AI as well. Great for influencers who have a huge audience and are just trying to get sponsorships. Anyway, so that's those things done properly. Proper website, proper Google listing, proper SEO, running ads, never missing a call, building your list, growing your followers. That is how you 4X your business. And meetings, you have to meet to track it. If you don't track, if you don't watch, things tend to fall apart. So you always want to be looking. And so we have been looking at, whenever I meet with my clients, and yeah, we're on the 2-year mark and just want to celebrate with 400% growth. Actually, last month they did 800% growth because they brought in an outside salesman that closed a big deal. So that's how you do it. I am happy to look over what you've got going on specifically. If you're doing high six or 7 figures in your small business and you want to get up to 8 figures, this is the path. Just shoot me a message at ChristopherBrazy.com.